Hello lovely souls and welcome back to episode 2. Last time we left each other with a big question. I was going to reveal to you the incredible moment that changed absolutely everything for me about egg donation. As you remember, I was having a lot of doubt, a lot of fears, and then something happened. So first of all, I want to make a premise to all of this because it's a little bit unusual and you might resonate with it or not. You need to know a peculiarity about me. I'm a bit of a psychic. What does that mean? It means that all my life I had a certain sensitivity to energies around me, intuition and prophetic dreams, things like that. For example, when I was about 10-11 years old, I knew when I met people if they were going to die. Which is not great, it's a bit scary, but there are other examples that are a little bit more poetic. When I was 23, all of a sudden one night I had a sort of intuition. This little baby came into my dream and he said, "Mom, I'm here and I want to come to you and we're gonna meet very soon." When I woke up, I freaked out because I was at the university and I had absolutely no plans of getting pregnant. But after 3 weeks, I was pregnant.
Oh, no.
And when my son reached the age of 3-4 years old, he was exactly identical to that little kid that came into my dream and announced himself that he was going to come to me. So now you know a little bit about me and my intuitions. What happened that completely changed my mind? It was the end of 2019 and I was sitting on this very bed and I was writing my diary because since I was a kid, I love writing diaries and writing all about my emotion. And whilst I was doing that, all of a sudden, I felt like a flutter, like some butterfly's wings inside my belly. And it felt very much so as if I was pregnant. It couldn't be me being pregnant because I was trying to get pregnant. So what was it? I didn't know, but then all of a sudden I heard this voice. And no, I'm not schizophrenic. It was like an inner voice coming to me and said pretty much the same that my son said to me in the dream when I was 23 years old. "Mom, I'm here and I want to come to you. Please find a way to get me a body." And then suddenly everything clicked. It made sense. I was just holding back, thinking about me, thinking about my genetics, thinking about creating a mini-me, thinking about what other people would have thought, what would have happened. But the real question was, there was a soul out there. That was my baby, requesting me to go beyond my genetics, to go beyond what I think it is important for me and create a body, create a plan in order for him or for her to reach me. So the question became all of a sudden, who am I to deny the existence of this soul that is my baby just because of my genetics? And all of a sudden everything was clear. It didn't matter anymore. I was going to put on my superhero cape and I was going to build a plan and a body, the perfect body for my baby. So why am I saying that? You might say, I don't believe in that. It's something that doesn't belong to me. I just want to offer you a different point of view, an angle. Even if you're not an intuitive person, even if you don't have certain beliefs, why not asking yourself the question, let's pretend that for a second that it might be true, that there are these souls of this baby around us and they have chosen us as parents. What if there is this baby around you and you just deny him or her the existence because you're focused on your own limiting beliefs. I'm not here to judge you. You do what you want to do, but maybe, hopefully, this experience that I had will make you think and will make you see things from a different point of view. If you're not an intuitive person, but you are interested in this type of things and you want to know a little bit more about it, there are a couple of books that I can recommend. One of them, you might know already about him. It was called Walter McKinchen. I'm not sure about the pronunciation. He was a psychic and he was getting in touch with the spirit babies that were around couples. Walter McKinchen, unfortunately, is not around anymore. However, he wrote a book which is called Spirit Babies. There are a lot of meditations and things you can do in order to reconnect or connect with your baby. There are many books around the topic, many psychic. One of them is Nancy Mae. She's a fertility therapist. She's in the US and she's written this book called The Energetic Fertility Method. I got in touch with Nancy. We had a nice chat over Zoom, and maybe soon we're gonna have an interview with her if you're interested in the topic. There are other things as well that can make you feel nearer to your baby. For example, the angel whisperers. That are these little balls that you hang around your neck, and when you're pregnant, you can hear the sound of it. But also, it is believed that if you put them before conception, you might attract the soul of your baby next to you. Anyway, let's get back to our story. We came to the point that this experience completely changed my mind. Everything clicked, and all of a sudden I knew my purpose was to build a plan, build a team, to build the body for our baby. And so that's what I did. Point number 1, I had to find a clinic. Point number 2, I had to find some money. And point number 3, obviously, I had to find an egg donor. Point number 4, I had to do millions of health tests to see if I was suitable to have a pregnancy at 50. Point number 5, I had to bombard my body with a lot of hormones in order to prepare to this pregnancy. Point number 6, you need always a lot of positivity, a lot of resilience, and a lot of woohoo-ness, like I say. We were preparing for the journey. We were all set up and full of determination to get this body done. But when you have an epic journey to go through, there's always a cosmic response, something that is going to test you to see if you're really a hero, if you really are able to get to your dream, no matter what. I wasn't exactly thinking about a world pandemic as the first obstacle. That's exactly what happened next. So follow me into the next episode to discover all the obstacles that started to plague our journey, which became truly an odyssey from this point onward. As usual, if you have any comments, any questions, just contact me on social media, and I'm more than happy to share with you any questions you might have. But don't try to get me a spoiler for episode 3, because I'm not gonna reveal what is happening next. So if you wanna be our companion, jump on our wagon. So if you want to be our companion, jump on our wagon and follow us on our incredible IVF trip. No.
Come on!